be 1,000 people watching.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We got all kinds of great innovations here on the program today when it comes to running, and this is one of them that can, well, work in a number of different scenarios. Rod Wilson is here, the H2prO hydration specialist. Rod, how are you?
Very good, thanks.
Very good. Listen, you've had this strap on me for a little while.
Yes.
Right? So, and this would normally be on for how long?
For about 10 minutes.
Right.
10 minutes.
And you'd be testing, you'd garner a little bit of sweat from me.
Yes.
Right? And then you would take that and find out a whole lot about me. Correct?
Right. All athletes know that when they hydrate, they have to bring on electrolytes. And the key electrolyte is sodium. And the question is, though, how much sodium should they be taking in when they hydrate?
Right.
And that would be an easy question to answer if we all had the same amount of sodium in our sweat.
Right.
But what the data has shown is that there's up to a 12-fold difference between individuals. So a liter of your sweat could have 500 milligrams of sodium in it.
Right.
A liter of my sweat could have 5,000 milligrams.
So what you're saying, it doesn't matter how much you sweat, it's what you sweat.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what this system will tell you.
Okay. So what you do is you attach one of these bands to somebody.
Well, first thing we do is, in order to make you sweat, we don't need to have you get on a treadmill or work out or anything like that.
Right.
This system, as we put it on you earlier, it causes you just to sweat a little bit locally on your arm. So this induces it. That what you have on your arm right there, this little spot? That little spot there, then will collect about 4 microliters. And a microliter is not a lot. So I only need a little bit. Once I collect that, I take that out and I run it through this machine in about 2 seconds. You'll know what the concentration of sodium is in your sweat.
Okay, so this would come off.
Yes, that would come off. We run that
and
through
then
the machine.
This, then you have this little dot, and somehow this collects a little bit of sweat.
Exactly.
Then you run it through the machine.
Run it through the sweat check analyzer.
Right.
That will give me a reading on how much sodium is in your sweat. And then once you know that, and the athletes sweat between about 400 milliliters up to as much as 2 liters every hour that they're competing or training.
Right, depending on what they're doing and when and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea of how much you should be drinking, and what this will tell you is how much sodium should be
part of that liquid?
Part of that drink. And then that's where we have the H2prO Hydrate.
Okay.
These are effervescent tablets, and they range
from plop, plop, fizz, fizz?
Exactly, like Alka-Seltzer.
What a relief it is.
Yeah. only the taste is much, much better than Alka-Seltzer.
Oh yeah? What's it taste like?
It's citrus. A lot of it's sort of grapefruit, orange, lemon, lime. They're
all the same flavor?
All the same flavor. The only difference between the different color tops is how much sodium it'll give you. So that will give you 250 milligrams of sodium in a 500 ml drink. This one will give you 1,500.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that's the most powerful?
Yeah, this is for those folks that would have very high
density
sweat sodium concentrations.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, again, I want to explain, like some people, myself, for example, I'm a heavy sweater when I exercise. Some people are light sweaters. But it could be someone who is a light sweater who has a higher concentration of sodium in their sweat, correct?
Exactly. There's no correlation between the volume you sweat and the sodium concentration in it. So the only thing the volume would dictate is how much you have to drink to keep hydrated.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Because the more you lose, the more you have to put back in.
Precisely.
Yeah. Has this? Have you tested this? Have you been using this for a while?
Oh yes. Actually, Canada's only the 2nd country in the world to launch this. It was developed in the UK by 2 Ironman triathlete and a physician. And this has been in development for over the last 2 or 3 years.
Really?
And we just launched actually this month in Canada. We were at the Vancouver, Toronto, and Mississauga marathons, and this is now our
here
fourth
in Ottawa. So people get a chance to try it out this weekend?
Yes, yeah. You can come down and see us at our booth at the Convention Center at the Expo. We're there all weekend, or on our website, myh2pro.ca.
Have you been able to test people and get results? Do you know what I mean? And find out what it does for them and how effective it is.
Yes. Actually, we've had some very good feedback. I had a lady at our booth yesterday at the Expo who's had a lot of problem with bloating and muscle cramping when she runs. And those are 2 obvious signs that there's something wrong with the electrolyte balance.
That muscle cramping, especially when you lose electrolytes, is it's painful and hard to deal with.
And for marathoners, it's that last sort of 10K coming into the finish line where it's critical. They'll start to get the muscle twitches first, and then the cramping. Okay, and then maybe upset stomach and bloating. And what she fed back to me was, since she's been used, and she was tested. She came out as sort of a very high
High sodium?
High sodium.
Yeah.
So she was using the 1000.
Right.
She used it in a race last weekend and she had no issues.
No kidding.
So we were very pleased to get that type of feedback.
Find out more at the expo, and you guys have this beautiful website too.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Rod, thanks for coming down and see us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Hey, Langer, that could come in handy in a number of ways.